Alright guys, hello, welcome back to my channel. For anybody who is not new here, if you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is ChataraKaye. Y'all gonna have to really excuse this background today. It ain't about the background, y'all. It's about what I'm about to say, okay? So let's just stay focused, okay? I got a dream from the Lord last night. And I'm just start from the very beginning and break it on down. It's a very urgent, very important dream. It's speaking on judgment coming to, I believe, America, but clear as day, parts of America for sure, okay? And so I just want to get straight into it. I don't want to be all day. In this dream, in the beginning of it, I was inside of the bathroom. And I grabbed the bug spray. I grabbed some bug spray, and then I accidentally pressed the bug spray. When I accidentally pressed the button, it ended up getting stuck. And it got stuck, and it was all over my bathroom floor. It was all over my room. I go out of my room because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm making a mess in here. I go in the hallway, and I come out, and my daughter was laying on the floor. So my daughter was laying on the floor, so she ended up getting a little bit of the bug spray on her or whatever. But she was okay. She was all fine. I looked over in her room and I saw a bug on her pillow. I see a bug on her pillow, and I'm like, well, she's not in the room. She's got her blanket and her pillow over here, one of her pillows over here in front of my door on the floor. So I went over and I was like, I'm gonna spray her bed. So as I go over there to spray her bed, because I saw a bug, the bug no longer was up close. It was not a bug. Up close, it was a human being that was very tiny. Now, it was like larger than my hand, but it looked like a full-grown adult, but it was very tiny. Little. So at this point, I'm like, what the heck? And I'm chasing around the room because it's running fast. I'm like trying to grab it. As I'm trying to grab it, I realize there's other ones in the room. So then my husband, he goes to, because I'm calling him like, hey, like, I need your help. Grab the others, you know. And then he goes and he grabs it. And when he grabs it, and I'm holding the one that I had, they turned into bats. Okay? So now they've turned into bats, and they're laying still as if they are dead. And I'm like, okay, clearly they're playing possum. They want me to sit them down so they can, you know, do their thing or whatever. So eventually I do set them down, and I go out into the living room. I go downstairs into the living room because I'm like, I want to go shopping. So as I am getting ready to go, the house starts to shake. So at this point, I'm like, oh my God, is that an earthquake? My husband and my sons was like, yeah, it's an earthquake. I'm nosy, so I go straight to the window. I look out the window, and I see it's not an earthquake at all. It's a huge, huge boat. Almost like a tourist boat, you know, but very, very huge, right? And they are big, but I don't know, this one might have been bigger. But it was very huge, and it was like it was passing by in my town and in my city, you know. But at some point, it started to crash into my house. There was a point where I was getting ready to go outside, finally. I'm like, I want to really go shopping. Even though I seen this huge boat, I still got shopping on my mind. I want to go shopping. And my son, he was like, well, one of my boys, he was like, can I go with you? And I was like, yeah. So as both of us is heading to the front door, the boat comes and crashes through my front door. And now I'm freaking out because I'm like, everything went black for a moment. I can't see. And it got so close to me, but did not touch me. And I didn't see my son. So now I'm like calling out his name. I'm like, are you okay? Where are you? And he's like, I'm good, Ma. So it didn't touch him either, even though like it definitely did something, right? So at this point, we come out of the, I don't know if the word is the rubble, but from underneath everything that had happened, like it was in disarray. So we come and we find each other, and we, you know, we all, now it's like me and all my children and my husband, we're all standing in the downstairs living room. And the whole roof is gone off of my house. The whole roof is gone. And at this point, I'm still talking about, I want to go shopping. Still talking about how I want to go shopping. So then, as I'm getting ready to go shopping, I'm like, I'm going to go out the back door since the front door is gone. So go to head out the back door, but I look up real quick and I see an eye in the sky. And it looked like a cloud, but it quickly changed from being just an eye to a whole face, to a whole body. And it was the Statue of Liberty. And now seeing that it was the Statue of Liberty, I'm also seeing, and it looks like it's in a cloud, but also somehow a painting. It is a dream, but as everything is happening, it's like a movie being played out in the sky as well, because it's like it's switching from just being an eye, and then it switches over to being her head, her body, then it switches to being her head, her body, and the American flag. Like, it's changing images in a cloud, but at the same time is detailed enough that it looks like it could be a painting, if that makes sense, because it's not just like a thick cloud, right? There's actual images, but they don't look quite like a movie, like realistic. They look like a painting is being drawn out, you know? Anyways, I'm seeing that, and all of a sudden I hear like this music being played. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the kind of music that's in the background is something major is coming, but it's like calm at the same time, but like, pay attention. Like, you need to pay attention to this. It's just the right eerie as well. I don't even know how to explain that, but it was like a music, and the music alone was scary. Looking at the music in the image and all this. So then I'm like looking up, and I hear clear as day, judgment is coming on Las Vegas. Judgment is coming on Las Vegas. That's what I heard. And at this point now I'm freaking out, because I'm like, hold up, I live in Las Vegas. And not only do I live here, why didn't you tell me about this, Lord? Like, you know, you tell me things, Father. Like, why didn't you tell me about this, Lord, before now? Like, why am I like caught up in the midst of this and I didn't know? So as I'm getting ready to run now at the door, no more thinking about shopping, right? I'm getting ready to run out the door, me and my kids and my husband in the dream. We all get taken up instead of, I don't know, whatever was going to happen. Anyways, long story short, like I said, y'all ignore that background because I know it's ugly. But what the Lord made me understand is this: to get your house in order, okay? Get your kids in order. One thing that I learned, which I've been wanting to talk about it for a minute, is that a lot of people seem to neglect the fact that the children need to be fasting and praying too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people believe that the walk is just theirs and they got to lead by example. And then as the kids get older, they'll eventually come, you know? A lot of people also aren't really taking their walk serious and don't understand that they're teaching the kids also not to take their walk serious. Like, don't say that you're a follower of Jesus or a Christian or any of that when your kids see a whole nother side of you when you're not at church, right? You're teaching them how to live this thing out without teaching them, you think, right? So get the house in order, everybody, you and the kids, right? God showing me the boat, right? Now, I forgot to mention that when I saw the boat, or when I was seeing the boat, right, I was also hearing waters, like many waters as well. So God was letting me know. Remember what happened in the flood? Noah's Ark? This huge boat is coming. Warn the people. Warn them. Let them know. I was very distracted in the dream, right? I want to go shopping. Things is happening and I want to go shopping, which I'm worried about the cares of the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about emotional things that don't really matter. I'm worried about unforgiveness and, resentment and, whatever it is. For others, it may be things like partying, and then it could be shopping, and it could be video games, and it could be social media, it could be eating, it could be anything. Whatever is taking your time from the Lord, your love life, you're so worried about your love life, what it is and what it ain't, and what it could be and who it could be, right? All these different distractions that the enemy is giving you, when God let me see that judgment is at the door, And this is why when I was heading out, it was at the door, okay? It's that close, It's coming to this country, but I can see, and from what he's taught me as of last night, or this morning really, it's coming for sure to Las Vegas. And I don't know if it's New York as well. I don't know if it's fully America, but I know it's coming to some places here in America, and Las Vegas is on the list, okay? So what I would say is that we got to get our houses in order. We got to focus on the things that really matter. No more should we be focusing on the things that do not matter. There's so much of that going on. I think that's really the message. It didn't have to be long, but I would hope that you guys take it as urgent as it is. I know I didn't get up here crying and all that. I was more devastated and scared and afraid earlier when I first got it than I am now. I know it's serious, and I hope you guys take it serious. But all I can do, and all I would suggest that you do, is seek out the Lord for more wisdom, for more knowledge, for more understanding, for readiness and righteousness. Don't be like the foolish virgins. It's so explained to me now why I landed on that scripture before the day ended, but I didn't read it. Like if you go back in the back of the Bible, and it'll be all these different things, and the foolish virgins kept coming up. My eyes were locked there, but I'm like, I don't know, But now I understand. God wants us to be ready for what's about to come. You should not be going and looking and trying to see what's out there, trying to see what you got to get now that it's already happened. God has given us a grace period. A grace period. Really, that's what it is. Where we're having time to prepare. Okay? So, in this time, I would suggest that you get closer to the Lord. You find out what it is that you should be doing. Find out, go and ask him and pray to him. Is what I'm saying even real? Is what I'm saying even true? Okay? And if it is, which it will be, ask him to show you what it is that you should be doing. Are you leaving? Are you moving around? Are you just going to be taken care of? This is definitely something to meet the Lord in prayer about, okay? I hope that you guys have a great rest of your night, day, evening, whatever time it is. I just had to come in here and give you that message. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a blessed one. Bye.